Alright, welcome to another day of the unemployed bullshit. Alright, so we're watching a video from More Pegasus about the Sykkuno situation, but it just got criminal. Now, Sykkuno is a cheater. Well, first, he's a content creator who, makes very weird videos. We'll just say that. Um, he got caught being a cheater, a really big pervert, and being called out for being a predator. That's an allegation, of course. Don't know for sure yet. But then now we got Valkyrie just making things worse for herself, deleting clips, reposting clips, apologizing more and more, and then deleting more and more. She just can't figure her shit out. Then you got Pokimane saying, believe all victims. Every victim is 100% right every single time. And then you got her enjoying the downfall of her friend a little too much. Like, she was happy. Then you got XQC debunking shit. Yeah, let's just get into this, John.
Or just let Trump win again, the person he literally calls Hitler. Hasan explains his stance on Democrats and if he'll support candidates like Gavin Newsom, says they should not take his and the left flank's vote for granted, but still believes Republicans are far more damaging. Think the Republicans are the biggest terrorists.
Hasan thinks Republicans, every single one of them, are terrorists. Yeah.
What do you tell people who follow you, who respect you, who happen to live in swing states as we head to 2026?
Yeah, I wonder, the people that, happen to just, watch his shit here and there, what if they don't support his claims at all? They just watch him.
2028.
I want the Democratic Party to treat me like a never Trumper. I want the Democratic Party to treat me like a triple Trump voter, okay? Because it turns out that's all.
Wait, you want them to treat you like you're a triple Trump voter, but you just said you don't want them to. You want them to treat you like you want nothing to do with Trump. What?
Tuned into. So if what it takes for the Democrats to turn around and be like, wait a minute, we're losing this guy, we have to win him over again or whatever, instead of just taking my vote for granted as they've done so over and over again for the left flank.
Let's be honest here, bro. Your vote doesn't matter. No one's vote fucking matters. If let's say only 100 people voted for a president, the polls would still say 300,000 people voted for this guy, 10 people voted for this guy, or whatever the fucking numbers are. They would still make up a bullshit ass number even though no one fucking voted. Your vote doesn't fucking matter. Let's be honest here.
And then, I'm going to say things that may or may not end up being true.
And I could be wrong, which I doubt I am. I haven't done any research, but even with that fact, I doubt I'm wrong. I don't think there's been a single time in history where a presidential vote went off of one person. So going on to the point where your vote, your individual vote, does not fucking matter.
But it doesn't matter. We're so far out from the election anyway that it's I'm just saying, look, now is your opportunity to find a good candidate instead.
What are you trying to say? You're the correct candidate to pick? Oh yeah, I need to stop pausing and just let him speak
as we head
so I
into
can understand.
after what we've lived through these last years, the stakes and the stark difference between even a Democrat who you and I might find not up to par, to say the least.
But the amount of shipments you sent over to Epstein
versus Vance or whoever the fuck they put up.
Of course. I mean, I hate Republicans. I oppose them. I say that all the time. I think that the Republicans are far more damaging. The biggest terrorists, the biggest domestic terrorists in this country, the biggest terrorist internationally is the Republican Party. And not only that, but it's just they.
All I gotta say is numbers don't lie, and if you just do a little bit of research, you'll see Democrats are kind of way up here and Republicans are down here when it comes to damaging our country. Every time in history, damage for the Democrats, boom! For the Republicans, it's gone up here before several times, don't get me wrong, but it's usually down in the mid-range. And now let me set one thing straight for y'all. I don't give a fuck about either side. I literally don't. I just follow the facts, and numbers don't lie.
I want to fight against the growing fascist movement in this country.
Right. Okay. So first off, probably calling half the country terrorists is not a good idea, like objectively, right? If you want to get more people to your side, this is what I don't.
He uses the word terrorist a lot for someone that supports them. Well, doesn't support them.
Right? If you want to be winning elections, the thing you need to be doing is to find common ground and actually be empathetic, right? What you actually want to do is to try and understand the other side, find sort of common ground there, and hopefully convince them to become whatever you want. In your case, communists and terrorist glazers. But yeah, of course.
That's such a fact, though. In your case, you can make them become communists and terrorist supporters. Honestly, why don't we do Hasan a favor that he probably wants so bad? Just send him to Russia. That's all we gotta do to fix our problem. Fix this problem. Send him to Russia. He's at home. He's in the communist country, and I'm sure terrorism is a very big part of Russia. I'm sure it's very big there. Not big part of Russia. I'm sure it's very popular there, like it is in other countries.
A terrorist or domestic terrorist is not a good strategy.
Honestly, just send him to Osama bin Laden's team. What's it called? ISIS?
Obviously, it is objectively false. You cannot be calling half the country terrorists. You can disagree with them. You can call them stupid or their views stupid. And you can even say, in your opinion, that they're destroying the country. But terrorist is different, obviously. And I think this is...
I actually wondered this. Is calling someone a terror... defamation, yep. Because it accuses them of a serious crime and harms their reputation. Oh! Hold on. Can Hasan be sued now? No, doubt it. If he physically called a specific person a terrorist, yeah. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if a shit ton of lawsuits hit this man's doorstep. Because he's been calling people predators for no reason. Literally zero, anything to back up his claim. There's nothing there. It's like there's this one guy, I don't know how, true it is, because it was weird, but I think it's 100% true. Was it No, it was some Valorant dude. He, got caught as a 25-year-old man talking to an 11-year-old, so they called him a fucking pedophile, and here's why they called him a pedophile and a predator. He literally wanted to meet up with them, an 11-year-old, as a 25-year-old. That right there, more than enough to call someone a predator. So, in a terrorist fact, you can call Hasan one. I'm not gonna allegedly. You can allegedly call Hasan a terrorist because he supports them and literally has several accounts where he talks to terrorist groups and supports their claims.
That people call him a terrorist glazer, which is objectively true, right?
Like
considering his own words. Now, you can say that, okay, the politicians that are bombing people, maybe there's an argument for that, right? But he's talking about every Republican voter. And that's the problem with Hasan. He's a radical. Just like his buddy Destiny, who gave him his career, who conveniently wants to genocide half the country. Hasan follows in his footsteps and tries to portray everyone as evil, right? There's no nuance there. And it's very ironic coming from the supporter, the explicit supporter of several terrorist stories. And the person...
he just came out of fucking nowhere. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
The explicit supporter of several terrorist orgs. And the person who threatens murder when they lose a debate.
Oh yeah, did we go over that? I don't think so. This guy quite literally said he wants to kill Charlie Kirk. Now let me say this. He was not gonna say in GTA 5, in a video game. He wasn't gonna say that until his friend over here says, whoa, you mean in-game, you mean in-game. And then he started coaching Hasan on words to say, like, yeah, I want to kill Charlie Kirk in a Minecraft setting and hit him with my pickaxe over and over. Like, bro, it's trying to defend
So people
murder.
responded, he's a millionaire socialist who dropped $3 million on a 5-bedroom Beverly Grove mansion while railing against the rich.
Really? Hold on. Wait, whoa, hold on. You're telling me he only dropped, yes, only, you'll see my defense here in a second, $3 million on a 5-bedroom Beverly Grove mansion? 3 mil? Ain't no way. On a 5-bedroom, no, I don't believe it for a second. That's gotta be at least 10 mil or more. 3 mil for a fucking, there's no way. There's no way.
Peak champagne hypocrisy. He calls Republicans the biggest terrorists and fascists, but his greatest hits include America deserved 9/11. Favorite flag is Hezbollah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He said America deserves 9/11. He says women deserves SA on October 17th. Not October 17th. On October or something like that. Yeah, they'll probably be mentioned in here.
Liberal Nazis and shrugging off October 7 grapes. You support terror.
Right there. Okay, so the 7 was correct. So October 7th. There's more to that. Not only he just shrugs off all the grapes and stuff. Remove the G. All right. He supported it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say for a fact because I don't know too much about it. I'm pretty sure he supported it, and he basically said, "What's the point of, like, why do we care about it? There's no point of caring about this." He's a pretty messed up in the head.
If the Republicans are terrorists, you would be for all of them. Exactly. That's what I said when he was calling America a terrorist org. I was like, then you would be loving America because Hasan is always on the side of the terrorists.
Yup.
You'd better cater specifically to me and my terror-supporting extremist community's whims, or you won't get our tiny amount of votes. If you don't, I'll call you an agent of Israel. Cheng's nephew. That's basically what he wants to do to the Democrats, right? So for some reason, Hasan is an enemy of basically everybody, right? So he's basically trying to blackmail the Democrats, saying that, hey, unless you completely align with my psychotic views, we won't be giving you any of our votes, right? And then we'll basically let the person he calls Hitler.
Do you think Hasan's scared? Like, I genuinely wonder if he's scared of losing. Okay, let me say this. Not scared of going to jail because I doubt he even thinks he's gonna go there, which probably not gonna happen. I wonder if he's scared of losing his money. Because obviously that's what he cares about most. Is the money. Money.
Right? And the entire party he calls terrorists win. So basically, Hasan cannot even stand by his own words, because if you genuinely thought this man was Hitler and the party is full of these evil people, then you wouldn't let them win. You would do anything at any cost. You would make sure to vote for the other side. But you don't, because you don't believe it. Embrace the far left, lose the center left, and independents who decide elections, and cast checks talking about dead Palestinian children as Republicans get
Alright, yeah, so basically what Hasan's saying here is to completely drop the neutrality. Be 100% on his beliefs, and you will succeed in life.
elected again. Great business model, Hasan. Oh, brother, it's Eric. Hasan out here dropping truth bombs on Pod Save America like the actual political heavyweight he is. Dude got the left flank on lock. Dems better start courting him properly instead of acting like his vote is guaranteed. Republicans.
Is this real? Like, is this guy genuinely serious?
Are the real threat. Full stop. Respect. Well, Hasan, that seals the deal. You have the respect of Mr. Eric.
Alright, so that's real. This guy's
Truly the most
100%
intelligent
serious.
man alive. And I love how he says, Dems better start courting him properly. Like he's their Valentine or some shit. Somebody just responded with a squirrel eating some nuts. Holy. Thanks for the rundown, Tanky. Hasan's alt account, lol. Imagine. So basically,
That would be hilarious. Imagine that Hasan. All the Hasan Glazers are either just his alt accounts or someone he pays to glaze him. That would be fucking hilarious.
Confronted for his statements about the Hamas terrorists.
So my question is, when you say Hamas is 1,000 times better, do you actually mean that, or is that a rhetorical move, or like a solidarity signal? Like what?
I mean, it's all of
I'm
the
trying
above.
to hear.
I do mean it. I think it's a rhetorical move because it frustrates.
You do mean it. You think it's a historical, not rhetorical move, but you mean it. So you're no longer, so you're just openly admitting you support terrorists now. You love their ideas, and
A lot of
okay.
people. I've also said I'm a harm reduction voter. I'm a lesser evil voter, and therefore I would vote for Hamas over Israel every.
Okay, exclude Israel from the situation, because just exclude them. They don't fucking matter in the situation. In this situation, let me make that clear. In this situation, they do not matter. Why is he saying a terrorist? He would rather vote for terrorists.
Ah, yes, of course. Hasan is simply a lesser evil voter. Didn't this guy literally have a million arguments with Democrats and liberals because he refused to support the candidate Kamala Harris? And again, just
Which the only good thing he had, because she put away innocent people on death row until she was forced to release them because she just didn't want to be wrong. She couldn't handle the fact she was wrong, so she put innocent people on death row and hid their documents until she was forced with legal action and threats to fucking release them because they were innocent and she put them on death row. Psychotic bitch. Which, hey, don't get me wrong, this guy's also a little psychotic here. DJT, he's a little out there. Better than Camilla, let's be honest.
to reiterate,
Kamala.
he tweeted out that Trump is Adolf Hitler, so she would obviously be the lesser evil according to him, and he didn't support her. So he's an absolute hypocrite, and this chain of logic completely falls apart. And this basically shows you that this isn't a lesser evil situation. He just wants to support the terrorists. It has nothing to do with Israel. He's just a terrorist dick rider. I mean, I'm so sick of this get out of jail free card that he used.
Like I said, exclude Israel from this conversation. They have nothing to do with this scenario. They are not important in this scenario.
Dude, he always tries to say that no guys, I'm not saying terrorists are good. I'm saying in comparison to Israel, and half the time it's completely unrelated.
I mean, I get it. Israel's have killed, like, they're still doing it to killing Christians and stuff, and like they've been doing it since the Bible days. He's definitely not going at Israel for that fact, but you're supporting a terrorist group who kill and pillage innocent people in towns for nothing. Actually, just for their own political gain. But yeah,
and he uses
Israel's
it as
horrible,
a
man.
I mean, only true intellectuals who have read 1 million tweets can understand Hasan's deeply profound logic. If you don't get it, you're just stupid. I still can't believe Democrats are promoting this idiot. They even try to help him reinvent his image, and yet he's too dumb to accept it. What demo are they hoping to gain out of this? I doubt most of his audience even votes.
Okay, by demo, okay, I know I'm a little stupid, but when he says demo, are they talking about like Democrat? I assume so.
Yeah,
What,
basically
demo?
he's going on these more like sort of mainstream liberal
maybe.
platforms and trying to fix his reputation, right? Because he was getting destroyed by CNN, for example, and his reputation is going down the gutter after the clip of him, yanking his previous dog's tail, shocking his dog. All these are going viral thanks to the legendary series. So he's trying to do damage control. Right, so then Hasan started malding on Twitter, responds to the RNC.
Alright, let's get into the Sykkuno situation a little bit.
False things, but not a liar. This was the clip we just inside her, and it improved apparently. Ironically, ruining their reputation because any politician that collabs with Hasan is not to be trusted.
Alright, we're done with the Hasan bit. We're on to the Sykkuno now. If you want to watch the whole entire video and get your insight, go to more. There we go. More Pegasus. He the goat.
Are agreeing with his. Apparently, a new victim has come forward with her story. And she talks about some really intimate encounters with Sykkuno in a hotel room, apparently finishing. inside her, and it implies it's like some essay type situation.
All right, hold on. I want to make some things clear here. I am not defending Sykkuno. I do not give a shit. Okay, hold on. What he's doing is wrong. Incorrect. Horrible. Not defending him. But there's been way too many cases where 90% of the allegations women throw at men, actually I'm going to say 70 for fair. 70% of the allegations that are thrown at men, women are just lying and they just want the attention, the money that comes from it, and most of all just the attention that comes from it. Because let's be honest here, if you got sexual assaulted or raped and he splooged in you, I'm pretty sure you would call the cops immediately. You wouldn't wait. Who knows, this could have been recent, so I'm gonna wait to get my full aspect first. But if this happened, say, a few years ago, why'd you wait until now to fucking come out with it? If you see, this is where I'm getting at. If you waited so long to call out this guy, you're one, either getting payment or got payment and he just, yeah, or you saw that he's in a little bit of a situation now and you could get way more attention, so you just decided to make some shit up. Or maybe it is true, but you allowed everything to happen, but you just call him out and make shit up just because you saw something happen. Happens a lot. I'm not saying this is the case. Most likely 90% not the case at all. Not, like, definitely not, honestly, but we'll see.
New Sykkuno victim comes forward saying he finished in her without protection in Evo Las Vegas hotel room.
I don't
see, that's like, if you're gonna be that open, I feel like, I don't know, you would say it much sooner and you wouldn't hold it for this long.
sleep with anyone
No pun
that
intended.
I'm not dating. And it didn't happen that night.
What?
I didn't want it to happen.
I didn't have to go confused. He's like, the fuck are you on about? Alright, hold on, I'm sorry.
So instead, I just gave him oral.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. I need to watch this whole thing, but the fuck, everything that she's like saying in that way she's delivering the message, it just sounds so fake and scripted. Like, I'm sure this situation happened, but I'm sure it was all consensual. Like, it just sounds... Okay, I need to watch this whole thing.
I just...
Got it.
When he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was
Second time.
dissociating.
Okay, that was gold. That was gold, bro. Okay, no pun intended. That was great. After I was done giving him oral, I just got out of bed and ate a banana for the second time. Fucking gold.
I think I was sort of just dissociating. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? And then...
Even Asmund Gold, he's like, dude, I don't believe this bullshit for a second.
In the morning, he ends
I
up
can't
hugging
remember.
me.
Okay, he hugs you.
I strongly believe. I'm strongly believing now this story is fucking false. Okay, let me say it again. I'm sure this story happened. Like, I'm sure she gave bro some top, and she did it for the second time after the fact with the banana. I'm sure that part's true. I'm sure the unconsensual part is not true. I have a very strong feeling it was all consensual.
But then pushes me onto the bed.
Yeah.
From the hug.
Mm-hmm.
And we end up having sex.
We end up having sex. It's crazy that you're using this level of ambiguity. Either it was consensual or it wasn't. If it wasn't
That's what I'm
consensual, then
saying.
you. If it was consensual, then you regret it. This
Yeah.
weird, like,
It just seems like she's, like I said from the very beginning, she just wants fucking attention. She wants the attention that you can get out of this for being a quote-unquote victim in this damn situation here. But it seems like it was all consensual. I don't know.
you know, uncertainty about things. I have, this is a big problem to me. I think this is a huge problem.
I
We'll get through this
didn't
whole
have it
thing.
in me to tell him to stop,
Mm-hmm.
so I just let it happen.
Okay, we'll just get through this chick's whole entire... Holy crap, it looks like it's a fake story. And then you got some voice calls in here. Alright, we'll stop. Fuck, I want to see where Pokemon enjoys the downfall of her friend. But we need to... Okay, I just need to stop talking. And just get through this.
And while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection, and I only sleep with people I'm in a relationship with, so...
Right.
Do you now? Do you now? Are we sure we're just not saying this? And if we pull up receipts, say from your past conquests or boyfriends, quote unquote, would they also say you were dating them and you used a condom? I'm not saying that any of that's not true because I don't know who she is or if I'm just assuming, okay? If we ask them, are they gonna say everything you said? Like the people that you slept with? Are they gonna say, "Oh yeah, we were dating. We only used condoms"? What if they say the complete opposite? That's all I gotta say.
I'm not used to one-night stands or anything like that.
Even
but
he's not.
we're not using
He's not believing this
I'm
bullshit for a second.
legally hard
It's
of
like,
hearing if you guys.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop pausing.
But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe, and I didn't hear him. But
Yes, bro. Me and you both. Okay. How are you gonna say in that moment he asked me if it was safe, but I didn't hear him? How the fuck do you know that then? Where did you get this intel? Like, did you ask him later on about what happened that night? Like, dude, what are you? even bros, even the homeless man himself. Well, obviously he's a millionaire, but still.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just
Are
yapping,
you?
yeah.
Oh my god! What is this? He literally asked her. Oh my god!
I just said and
I don't remember, but I did say, it's okay. Bro, what the fuck?
he finished inside of me, and then that was it.
Bro, what the actual
Yeah!
fuck did I just watch?
Nobody is fucking believing a word out of her mouth. Well, like, okay, nobody's believing that it was sexual assault or rape. It was 100% consensual.
Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? This is disgusting, alright? This is the worst accuser so far. So, you admitted he asked you for consent, right? You said, you know, gave him consent, and now you're like, oh nah, I don't, I'm actually an innocent queen here. I don't sleep with people who I'm not in a relationship. I'm not a hoe.
Yeah, bro, this is weird. Okay, hold on. Go to this.
You and then say that, oh, I didn't hear, right? The implication is that he graped you or something like that, right? Decided that, okay, these people are coming out. I'm gonna jump on the bed.
Like I said from the beginning. Oh, there's a bunch of videos about this guy that I slept with consensually. Let me make up a fake ass fucking story real fast. It happens all the time. Alright, and we're back.
Weird criminal shit.
Oh my god!
I just said and he finished inside of me, and then that was it. And then
It sounds pretty consensual.
Well, okay.
We just laid there for a little bit, and then I brought it up. I asked him straight up.
Yeah.
Get to the
When was
point.
your last relationship? And do you sleep around often? Like,
what the fuck are you asking this? When you did the same exact thing! You slept with no condom! No condom whatsoever! Let someone bust in you! And now you're gonna ask, do you sleep around often? Obviously you do!
is this normal
Okay, I'm
for
sorry.
you? Because
Yeah.
I told him straight up, I do not date with people. I do not sleep with people I do not date.
Why do I feel like she was about to say, I do not date people I don't sleep with first? Why do I have a feeling that was what she was gonna originally say? I could be making shit up.
It's very weird that she's framing her own supposed moral guideline as an implication that he did something wrong. This is actually probably the worst one of these videos that I've ever seen in my life. A person being deceitful and a person lying about their relationship status is not even in the spectrum of sexual assault. It's nowhere. It's mean, it's wrong, it's awful. He shouldn't have done it. He's a piece of shit for doing it. But do not even...
Okay, yes. Yeah, no. Yes. Okay. I should have said that earlier too. I kind of did, but I should have been more on the point. He's a piece of shit. He's a horrible... Don't get me wrong. Sykkuno is psychotic. He's a pervert. He's wrong in so many ways. Don't get me wrong. But this chick here is delusional. And she's just making things up just to get attention because she knows she will since it's a big situation. But this seems like she's just lying that it wasn't consensual, but the whole time it was.
Try to imply that it was not consensual.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry. Like, these so-called victims now are absolutely out of line. The fact that he asked her, he got consent, and then she goes that, oh, you didn't hear. So, wait, again, one more thing. If you didn't hear, then how do you know what he said?
Exactly! Like, bro, how do you know what you said if you didn't hear him? Did he just, did you ask what he said later on? Like, after the fact?
Than just a cheater and a playboy, right? They're using terms like predator. They're using terms like... They're describing...
Yeah, they're calling him a
details
predator
of
and
the
not, like,
essay.
shit like
They're
that.
completely
So, hold on.
embarrassing him, ruining his reputation that he got
Is this
from
about to be, like, a whole false fucking allegation story? But no, I think there was... Okay, the original video, there was text message proof of him being a cheater. Okay, he's a cheater. Let's get that straight. That's a fact. He's a straight up cheater. But him being a predator and stuff, I'm pretty sure the people calling him out being a predator, they hit him up first. And they weren't underage. They like told him they're of age and stuff like that. I don't see the predator's standpoint.
It was a consensual
but he's a
encounter
cheater.
between two adults, right? So if lawsuits start flying, I'm just saying I called it, you know?
Because she's trying to use stolen valor from regretful sex and reframe it as if there was something that was non-consensual about it.
It was very new to me. I've never had a one-night stand or anything.
Why do I just feel like that's the biggest bullshit I've ever fucking heard come out of anybody's mouth. I've never had a one-night stand. Bull fucking shit.
Like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said,
and
no.
Here's the problem is like the other girls, what they're accusing him of is just being a fuckboy, being a cheater, being an ass, being a liar, being a piece of shit, right?
Shitty things to
Like,
do.
And
yes.
I don't have a problem with him getting exposed for that. But the moment that you start talking about actual real sexual encounters and you start framing them in a way that makes him look like he did something wrong in that circumstance, like that is the difference between being...
Yeah, when it's real, it's a big problem. But when it's spun off to make you look like a bigger victim and to just give you more attention, you're worse than they are. Let's be honest here. Like, okay, I don't know if Zion Williams was proved innocent or not, but this baseball player, he's a pitcher, he got accused of fucking rape. Great. Sorry, YouTube. But guess what? That shit was a lie. It wasn't even close to being true. But guess what? I don't even think he's still allowed to play in the MLB anymore. Even though he was proven innocent and she was a lying piece of shit. Happens all the fucking time. But men will constantly be on the fucking butt end of everything and just be beaten down for something they didn't even do. Even if they're 100% innocent, the justice system does not want to be like, oh crap, we did it again. We took a woman's word for it. You know what? Fuck the man. We're sending him to prison, making the woman sound like she's right, even though she's completely wrong. It's just stupid.
Being in jail versus people on.
All right, let's look at some of these tweets, and then we'll.
Noted, it was intercourse between two consenting adults, as she gave him.
All right, yeah, we're done. All right, if you want to watch the rest of the video, in the whole video without the skips and pauses and shit, just go to More Pegasus. We're not watching the whole thing or anything because he posted this not even an hour ago. But yeah, I mean, wow, just wow. Just some shitty ass people we just watched today. I can't even wrap my brain around it. Anyways, God bless you and God first. Love y'all.